hearings, and the adjacent neighbors, like the Gun Barrel Community Alliance in this case, they have the same litany of objections to projects, no matter where it's situated, that is profit motivated. They go after the developer. They say it's too dense. They're squeezing in too many units. We have traffic problems. It's going to create a nightmare for parking. We would support this if it were in another place. But, you know, that really just pushes projects elsewhere in town for another adjacent neighborhood alliance to come forward and say, no, don't build it here. I just want to key on one thing that Kit said against the project, which is it's squeezing 230 units and it's higher than anything around it. That really is not true. It's 230 units on nearly 10 acres. There's 23 dwelling units per acre. Right across the street, the Powderhorn condominiums were built to the density of 21 units an acre, and those were built 40 years ago, before we know about the compelling need for sustainability and compact development. So right across the street, you have the Powderhorn condominiums nearly exactly the same density. A mile and a quarter away, or a mile and a half away in Gun Barrel, there are the Apex Apartments. Those are 27 dwelling units per acre. And may I say that the developer's proposal that will go before the planning board on site review next Thursday, they are not proposing a maximum density on the site. As a matter of fact, yielding to the neighbors' wishes that it be built at lower density, they've eliminated 38 units, and so they've actually dropped the density on the site below what is permitted by the zoning regulations that are in place now that apply to this site. So that's my primary response. This is not squeezing units on a site. These are lovely 2- and 3-story buildings with a large central park and that goes east to west across the site. North to south between these buildings, they're really lovely walking areas, play areas for kids, areas where neighbors can come and grill outside in the good weather if they want. There's a library space, art space, places for community meetings that would be available to people like the Gun Barrel Community Alliance to get together. So this development not only looks inward at the life of the people who will live there, the new neighbors, but it also looks outward into the community to say, we're proud of this place. We want to make a positive contribution to Gun Barrel and the life of its people.
This discussion of the Celestial Seasonings proposed development proposal is coming to you on KGNU, Boulder, Denver, and Fort Collins. We're coming up on 9 o'clock, and in a little bit we're going to invite listener calls to 303-442-4242. But first, Kit, a response to Macon, and then the major negatives that this project represents.
Well, Macon's, I think he means well, and I do support affordable housing, but to simply say that all neighbors who are facing this type of thing and making objections need to just be ignored so that they, don't just push it somewhere else to bother other neighbors. That's an oversimplification, and it's unfortunate that perception exists, because we really have specifics about a location. And I want to go back to the fact that, A, this is Celestial Seasonings, and Boulder deserves better than just, a big apartment complex